Now, New Haven police say that this alleged gang has been around here since the early 2000s, and they call themselves Exit 8. Now, police say that they're one of the most dangerous groups in the area, and they do hope this indictment sends them a message.
I and my law enforcement partners behind me would rather not be here today.
Local, state, and federal law enforcement officials announcing a major bust where they've arrested and charged 6 members of an alleged gang.
Gun violence will not be tolerated.
Federal officials say the 6 men have been charged with racketeering conspiracy, including drug trafficking, murder, and attempted murder. They're part of a group called Exit 8. Police say the gang uses that name since they cover the area right off the I-91 exit. Newer, younger members also go by Honcho, named after a former member killed by a rival gang on Quinnipiac Ave in 2020.
And then they carried that torch, unfortunately the torch of violence.
Chief Carl Jacobson knows many of the men well, especially 24-year-old Donald Alec Jr.
It's just compelling to be here 10 years later after meeting him at his father's home when we solved his father's murder.
After his dad was killed by rival gang members, the chief says Alec Jr. chose the wrong path, but police intercepted, connecting with him and other members of Exit 8 through a program called Project Longevity, which works with people at risk of becoming shooters or getting shot.
The message is, see, we told you, don't pick up the guns, but it's also a message of you don't have to do this.
Unfortunately, Jacobson says Alec Jr. never accepted their help, and it ended like this.
That to me is like we failed that first part, right? But to protect the city, we have to engage with the second part and charge them federally.
Now, we do want to mention, it is important to mention that these are all allegations at this point. However, if convicted, at least 2 of the men could be facing a maximum of 60 years in prison, and the other 4 could be facing 20 years or even more than that. In the meantime, this is a very ongoing investigation, and police say that there could be more charges. We're live here in New Haven tonight. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
The Exit 8 gang is named after the geographic area accessed by exiting Interstate 91 at Exit 8 in New Haven, Connecticut. As alleged in court documents and statements made in court, the ATF, FBI, DEA, and New Haven Police Department, working with the U.S. Attorney's Office and New Haven State's Attorney's Office, have been investigating an ongoing gang war between members and associates of the Exit 8 Street gang and rival gangs in the Hill section and other areas of the city. Recently, younger members of Exit 8 are identifying themselves with the word Honcho, which is derived from the street name of an Exit 8 member who was murdered on Quinnipiac Avenue in February 2020. The superseding indictment alleges that members of the Exit 8 gang engaged in drug trafficking, used and shared firearms, and since June 2018 have committed at least 3 murders and 16 attempted murders. Exit 8 members and associates stole vehicles, at times from outside of the state, and used those stolen vehicles when committing acts of violence. Gang members also promoted, coordinated, facilitated, and celebrated their narcotics distribution and acts of violence through text messaging and the use of social media applications. Among the violent acts committed by the Exit 8 gang, the superseding indictment alleges that on June 16, 2018, Douglas and Hyman shot and attempted to kill a member and associate of a rival gang and shot another individual in the vicinity. On July 14, 2020, Preston and others shot and attempted to kill a member and associate of a rival gang. On April 27, 2021, Preston, Devin Suggs, and others shot and attempted to kill an individual. On May 14, 2021, Rivera and Devin Suggs shot and attempted to kill a member and associate of a rival gang. On May 19, 2021, Hill, Preston, and others conspired to kill rival gang members, including a rival gang member who was shot and killed on that date by Kymar Suggs and others. On May 20th, 2021, Rivera, Preston, and others shot and attempted to kill rival gang members. And Rivera, Devin Suggs, and others shot and attempted to kill 2 other individuals. On April 12th, 2022, Hill Barnes and others shot at and attempted to kill rival gang members. On January 20th, 2023, Devin Suggs and others stole a black BMW from Scarsdale, New York. Devin Suggs and Barnes then shot and attempted to kill an individual. The superseding indictment also charges Rivera and Preston with attempted assault with a dangerous weapon and attempted murder in violation of the Violent Crimes in Aid of Racketeering (VCAR) statute, an offense that carries a maximum term of imprisonment of 10 years. Rivera with VCAR, assault with a dangerous weapon, and attempted murder, an offense that carries a maximum term of imprisonment of 20 years. Rivera with unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon, an offense that carries a maximum term of imprisonment of 10 years. And Douglas with conspiracy to distribute and to possess with intent to distribute 40 grams or more of fentanyl and a quantity of cocaine, an offense that carries a mandatory minimum term of imprisonment of 5 years and a maximum term of imprisonment of 20 years. This prosecution is a part of the Justice Department's Project Safe Neighborhoods, PSN, Project Longevity, and Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Forces, OCDTF programs. I must stress that an indictment is not evidence of guilt. Charges are only allegations, and each defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Part 2 of Exit 8 Gang New Haven will be posted shortly with sentencing updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Blessings.